Hello and welcome to the channel. So today I'm on my way to Five Ways Motorcycles in Hull to test ride a Kawasaki KLE500. Alright, and now we're just coming up to the Five Ways Motorcycles. Just on our right here. Right then, so I'm at Five Ways and ready to try out the KLE500. Quite a nice looking bike. So we'll see how we go. Now this is an 870mm seat height. I'm with 28-inch inseam, so I'll see how I reach the floor. And yeah, I'm just on tiptoes, so that's not too bad. Nice little display. Oh. And yeah, nice and comfy. It's got a nice little bar at the top which you could mount a sat nav on quite easily. Nice feel from the back brake. So it seems like it's got quite short gears. I mean, fifth gear 30 mile an hour, it's quite happy at that. So we'll see how it goes on the faster roads, if that translates to a bit more buzzy or not. I'd just like to say a big thanks to Tim at Five Ways for getting me the test ride on this bike. Five Ways are a main dealer for Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha and Peugeot scooters. So if you're looking to get a new bike, it's worth popping in for a look around. They're a good team who'll look after you. Yeah, mirrors aren't too bad, just need a bit of adjustment. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the mirrors are actually pretty decent. I can see a really good clear view behind me. Just a little bit of my arms in there. Pretty much perfect. It's got very wide bars compared to what I'm normally used to. So I imagine that'll give great leverage for those who want to take it off-road. And that seems to make the bike feel very light, very agile, very easy to turn and manoeuvre. Also it seems to give great balance at very low speeds as well. So 6th gear, 40 miles an hour. It's yeah, definitely got short gears. See how it pulls from 40. be fair, I don't think I'll go any more than 60 because it's quite high revs already. So the reason it's flashing at me is because it's not running yet and we don't want high revs, but I'm only doing 55 miles an hour. I'm not going to take it to the full 70. I don't want to abuse the bike. So your top speed's about 47 miles an hour before it starts flashing at you. Yeah, this is just a standard running in process. So probably about 600 miles, get the service out of the way, and then you'll be free to rev it a bit harder and a bit higher. It's just what happens when you get a new bike. But to be fair, it's not normally an issue because you've got to get used to it anyway. So you soon rack 600 miles up and then, yeah, time to have fun after that. I must admit it does pull well from very low RPM. Okay, so time for some specs. So this is a KLE500 SE and that comes in at £6,600. It has 44 horsepower at 9,000 revs. It has 29.4 foot-pound of torque at 6,000 revs. It has a reasonably tall seat height at 870mm and a reasonably light bike weight at just 195 kilos. It's got a 90-90-21 front tyre and a 140-70-17 back tyre. These are spoked rims and they look like tube type ones to me. It's got a 16 litre fuel tank, will do about 70 miles per gallon. Its front brake has got a 300mm single disc with twin pot caliper, and the rear has a 230mm also with twin pot caliper. It has ABS which is switchable for on and off. And this engine is a 451cc parallel twin with double overhead cam, 8 valves and a compression ratio of 11.3 to 1. It's got 43mm upside down forks and its rear suspension is a monoshock with preload. So with the front brake being a single disc, I was expecting it to be quite weak, but to be fair, even though it's no sports bike, it's more than adequate with the stoppers. They really do bring it to a well controlled stop quite easily, and you've got plenty of feel at the lever. It seems to be quite a light bike to ride as well. Very easy to manoeuvre. And at a starting price of £6,000 or £6,600 for the SE model, which if you are buying one, I think I would recommend the SE model. Because with the SE model you get these handguards, you get the TFT screen rather than an LCD, you get a bash plate on it, and I think there's a few other bits what I can't quite remember. I'll maybe fill that in later. So for an extra £600 it's a no-brainer really, especially when you come to sell it. If it's an SE model, it'll probably sell a lot easier and retain a little bit more value as well. And if you wanted to fit all your aftermarket handguards and bash plate, you're soon going to rack 600 quid up. So being the SE model, it does come with the handguards. These handguards are metal backed and the TFT screen is as opposed to an LCD screen, and the actual windscreen at the front is, I believe it was 105mm taller than the standard one, and it seems to do a good job of keeping the wind off you. Oh well, it seems to have taken the wrong turn here somewhere, so I'll just find a spot to turn around and we'll get back on track. Well, it's very well balanced. So I need to find a few potholes, see how it handles the rough roads like this, and to be honest you barely notice it, so that's pretty damn good. Oh, we've got loads of patchwork here. Not bad really, considering how bad the road was there. Yeah, the bumps don't phase this bike at all. It holds a perfect line, even on the worst of the roads. See what the balance is like. Well, I can't really knock that. Even as the speedo went down to 0, still kept well balanced, didn't even need to put a foot down at all, which is pretty good really. Yeah, again, I'm not going to thrash this bike. I mean, it's already flashing out at 53 miles an hour, so I'm not going to give it too much beans. Oh, I'll do a full turn around on the roundabout, see what the angling's like. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do feel that 21-inch wheel does leave it feeling a little bit vague on corners. But obviously if you're doing off-road work, that'll come into its own there. It would maybe be nice for them to do a version with cast wheels with like a 19-inch front for more road orientated. So if you never intend to take on the trails, you get a slightly better road ride. But if you were doing trails on this, it'd be perfectly acceptable on the road to go to and from. It's very, very controllable at low speeds. I think walking speed with this bike would be quite easy, to be fair. It's definitely not top heavy like some adventure bikes can be. It's just easy. And although it is revvy at speed, that has the benefit that within reason, whatever gear you're in at, whatever speed you're at, it'll just be happy. So if you weren't expected to have to slow down, you probably won't have to change gears to pull away again. I mean, the only limiting factor really with it is because it's not running yet. The weather protection from this taller screen makes riding at faster speeds quite relaxed. Not really feeling any buffeting at all. It's yeah, it's not bad at all. If you are liking this video, please hit that like, it'll help the channel. And if you want to see more of this content, please hit subscribe. And if there's anything you'd like me to cover, any sort of reviews, any sort of bikes you want to see, just drop us a comment below and I'll see what I can do. So, time for my final thoughts on this bike. So the bike does have a few vibes at speed and does have fairly short gearing. But I'm thinking the vibes should calm down once running, and I also think the short gearing would be less noticeable when the full revs are available. I think you get a lot of bike for the money. The gearbox is smooth and pick up at low revs seems good in all gears. While for me the seat height is tall, it's also slim, allowing me to just about reach the ground, but with its excellent balance I think it would be manageable for me. So I found the handling was fine most of the time. At low speeds, at maybe 20 to 30 miles per hour, tight turns, wrong roundabouts, etc. The front did feel a little bit vague. This is probably due to the 21-inch front, but this would help when riding green lanes. The brakes work fine, giving a nice feel and control at the bar, and at slow speed the back brake is really good, helping stability. So the bike is good, and to be honest, it's about time Kawasaki offered an A2 adventure bike to the market. This bike is cheap to buy and cheap to run, with about 70 miles per gallon translating to around 240 miles tank range, and at £90 a year for road tax, that's not bad, and for an A2 licence holder it's only just below the maximum power allowed. But would I recommend it, and am I tempted to buy it? Well, yes, I'd recommend trying it to see if it suits you, especially if you're going to try a bit of off-road riding, if you're taller than 5'8" and want the security of a Japanese reliability. But no, I'm not tempted to buy one, and here's why. I'm not intending to do any off-road riding. The seat height is a bit tall for me, and I already have a V-Strom 650, which is more road orientated and has a low seat height. Otherwise, it is a great bike, and if you are curious to know more about this bike, I'll leave a link to 5 Ways Motorcycles in the video description. They're a great team who'll look after you. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.